104,000 miles as of February 27, 2020. About to hit 34 miles on this current fill up. I predict I'm going to get 8 miles per gallon on this current tank. It's going to be really, really bad. My first fill up, I did really good. I think 18.7 mpg. That was 99% freeway, and I was driving this really easy because I wanted to get the best fuel economy possible. This 34-mile fill up, I'm just having fun with the vehicle. This is a great sounding engine. I really like it a lot. That sounds great. It's a smooth motor too. I'm really enjoying the power. My last Econoline had 180 horsepower, 280 foot-pounds of torque, so this one has 100 more horsepower and 100 foot-pounds of torque. Actually, I think 140 foot-pounds of torque, more than my last Econoline. So I'm really enjoying the power so much that I think I'm going to get 8 miles per gallon right now. So this is about 80% side street, stop and go driving, and only about 20% freeway. It's going to be horrible. Let's find out how horrible right now. 4.148 gallons added. It's under 10 mpg, and this is why I want to keep it topped off as much as possible. $3.67 per gallon. Actual fuel economy, 8.21. Did I predict 8 or 9? I knew it was going to be under 10. Just looking at that fuel gauge, I think the fuel gauge went down less on my 50-mile drive when I was driving as slow as possible, as easy as possible. I knew this one was going to be bad. I was hoping for 10, but, you know, no complaints. It's fun, but I got to have less fun now. But I'll have a little fun when I exit here. Let me calibrate my ultra gauge. That's way off. 80 mpg. That's way off. I did it wrong. I had to remember how to calibrate this, but I think I know how to get it now. So let me go ahead and calibrate this, and let's see if 8 miles per gallon shows up on the average, not 80. I'm just resetting the whole scan gauge. That way it's fresh. I'm resetting it to default settings because I took this out of my Saturn, and I just adjusted the engine size and the fuel tank size. So there you go. Now it's letting me readjust everything. So let me do that right now. This is going to be 35 gallons. And then set engine size, that's 6.8. So hopefully this gets everything more accurate. Okay, this is how I have it set up. Instantaneous MPG, average MPG, miles to empty, how many gallons I have left, RPM, and engine temperature. I just put something there, but I really wanted the RPM since this does not have a tach. So let's go ahead and hopefully this is closer to accurate now, since I just reset the gauge. Start this up. It's a good sounding motor. Oh, I gotta zero this out. There we go. Alright, I'm going to drive a little easier now. I don't want to keep getting 8 mpg, but let's go ahead and just give it a good sound exiting this, and then I'll start driving easy. It's an addicting sound. Sounds so good. And very smooth, like I said, really smooth motor. Quiet too, a little too quiet, but when we're idling here, it's really quiet. Good sound. Lots of idling right now. I'm getting every light right now. So there's an MPG. That seems about right because I'm only 1 mile out of the fuel station and I've been getting nothing but red lights. So looks like this ultra gauge needed a factory reset. There, this is mainly my driving right now. For the last 5 minutes, just all stop and go. But that was my 8.2 mpg tank. Lots of stop and go traffic like this. Little acceleration runs here and there. Ran a quick errand. Headed home right now. It's only like a 3-mile drive. 3 miles of freeway. It's a good sound. Okay. And according to this, I'm getting 7.28 mpg. It's going lower since I'm just idling, but let's see if we could get this up to 12 with that 3 miles of freeway. Going like 62 miles per hour right now. See the instantaneous fuel economy thing. It says I'm getting 17 or 18. You know, it's fluctuating, but I'm seeing as high as 18 right now. So I'm up to 8 mpg. So that's the key. That's the key with this. Obviously, I knew that buying this thing, stop and go traffic's gonna be horrible, and freeway's not gonna be so bad. If you spend a lot of time on the freeway, then the fuel economy isn't so bad. I pulled off 18 my first 50 miles, but I pulled off 8.2 doing nothing but errands, stop and go. About 3 miles on the freeway, and looks like it's up to 9. So this is getting closer to calibrated. It was way off before, but resetting it to factory spec looks like it's more accurate now. That seems about right. That was a lot of idling, a lot of stop and go, and only 3 miles of freeway. Better shut this off. I'm just idling here. I got it go down as I just sit here.